Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? So I'm gonna start the video by saying remember to vote. Just gonna start every video for like the next month and a half like this, so just be used to it. It's been 24 hours. The standings are gonna be updated in a couple hours, so maybe like later in this video I'll see how we're doing. But anyway, here's the car. Sick carbon roof. It's, you know, it was dark when I finished yesterday, so I just wanted to show you. Obviously, crack. I'll definitely have to get my friend Skylar to make something that goes across that the roof can lean on in the center, because there is a support in the front and there's a support in the rear, but there is none in the middle. But anyways, I'm gonna take this carbon roof off, lean it somewhere. I'm gonna go take that metal roof to my backyard, to my tiny little backyard where I keep all the crappy stuff. Well, also here, let me just show you guys the roof. You can see all the spot welds that are broken. It's about 150 spot welds, I read. Because I was reading, I had to, for the last steps, I had to read a forum on taking this off. And, yeah. The crazy thing is this roof skin alone is 24 pounds. 24 pounds. And then that one right there is 7 pounds. And people are like, oh, that's not much of a difference, you know, for $1,000. But actually, you got to remember that this also had a headliner in it, which is probably maybe like 5-6 pounds, and it had the sunroof mechanism. The sunroof mechanism apparently is 72 pounds. So it's literally like losing like 85 pounds or something like that by going to the carbon roof at the highest point of the car. So it's a pretty big difference, or it should be a pretty big difference. So as you can see, I've been working on getting this deck out. It's right there, the speaker deck, and the crap underneath it, and I got the seat belts for the rear out. Now I'm working on the window motor, which the rear window motor is probably what's going to be holding this window in, and then I can actually remove the quarter windows. Debating about chopping this or not, because I know some people, they do it. My friend who like builds race cars, he just says that like it's pointless. He's like, if you really want to cut it, you can. I only want to cut it because the glass is going to be here, and if you look in, this is all you see is this crap. And it's either I keep it this color, and I got it off. So the motor was obviously just the only thing bolted in the back, but the only hard part, well, the very hard part was there's basically hinges right here, and they bolt through the inside to hold it on. And the problem was, so this hinge you can get to, right, because it's easy, but the cage was totally blocking this hole, and I couldn't fit a socket or anything. I could only fit a short 10 mil into that hole, and then I took a flathead through this gap and spun the socket with the flathead. It's very, very, very complex, but the other side's a bit better, so I'll show you guys on that side. So I went and removed the 2 entire door seals and the 2 quarter window door seals, just because I was getting a little bit of overspray when I was painting the cage like a couple days ago, and that's okay because I can acetone it, but when I clear coat I really got to make sure I don't get any paint on it, because the 2-part clear can't be taken off with acetone. But just so you guys know, for one door, one side, OEM from BMW, $550. So I mean, I am going to be able to reuse those. I'll just have to put a little bit of glue or double-sided tape on this edge. As you can see, there's some on here. I don't know if this is what the guy did when he was fixing it, or if this is how it comes OEM, but I'll definitely have to put some kind of glue here to hold it. But all it does is just wedge on, but it's pretty easy to take off. This is what I had to do this with my S14 when I painted it too, just because it adds a little bit of quality, you know. So I'm just going to go ahead and start probably cleaning up the interior right here, and probably focus on the cage first. I mean, this is where I sanded, but you can see how there's like spots that I totally would have never ever gotten if it weren't for me taking out these windows and stuff, because you can't really climb through the back there or anything, so, and especially right here. And also, a lot of you guys mentioned gussets, which if you don't know, they're like that big plate that sits right here with the holes in it. This isn't really needed for this cage. This cage is actually pretty tight. A lot of the cages that run gussets, the bar's like out to here or something. So I know the real car had it, but I'm just saying gussets in some forms of racing, it's not that it's illegal, but it actually makes it harder for you to win, because it actually will add a point or two, meaning a second, to your total time around the track, because it's considered unfair because gussets link the cage to the body, and the more links you have to the body, meaning gussets here, gussets there, your rear cage linking to the subframe, which mine isn't, mine just links to the strut towers, which is okay, they actually add points, meaning for like time trials and stuff like that, because they'll consider it like an unfair advantage because your chassis is more stiff. But I mean, my chassis is pretty great as is, so you know, maybe later on if I really need it or something, I'll do it, but I don't really need it. Like, the car's already stiff enough because this is a well-built cage that's super tight and stuff like that. And also, I was just looking at the voting stuff, and I noticed that like 20 plus of you guys commented on the thing for the voting, and thank you, appreciate it. It actually really made me smile because I went to my profile and then I just see like 20 plus comments saying like, yeah, we got this. So thank you guys, I appreciate it. It put a smile on my face last night when I read it. So it's maybe like 2 hours later, I would say. I've been kind of painting the actual cage, getting all the little spots that I missed before. You can see there's really no spots that are missed now. There are a couple on the door bars on both of them that I'll get, and also I removed my radio fully. Do you remember how much wiring there was here? This giant amount? Well, it's not there anymore. It's just the wiring for the fuel tank level, I think, and then for the rear taillights, and that's it. There used to be a giant thick harness that used to be right there. You can see it. This giant thing. I took it all out, and I took out the boxes associated with the radio and GPS and everything. It's a lot of weight and a lot of wiring that I cleaned up, and now my trunk's a lot cleaner too. And I was deleting smaller stuff like all the airbag sensors, the wiring for that and stuff like that, taping off the connections for it, just trying to make it all around cleaner. But now I'm probably gonna start, I gotta rip off the carpet next to that pedal, and then I could probably start putting like plastic bags over the shifter, the e-brake stuff, and then I'll start actually painting the floor and everything. And then I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to clear coat today, because I don't think I want to clear coat in the garage, because it's all going to be like in here and it's going to overspray onto stuff, and I don't want that to happen. So I might actually do that tomorrow and just roll it out into the driveway and clear coat it then. And then after the clear coat dries in the sun, though I don't know, because it might rain tomorrow, after that I can actually start bundling the wires and organizing everything and zip tying to where it's going to be. And then just about there I can actually put the carbon roof on, which might be like after tomorrow or tomorrow, I really don't know, probably after tomorrow. And I was actually thinking for the carbon roof, if you see how close this bar is to the roof line, it's maybe like ½ an inch needed. I might just use like they have like sticky foam for like insulation. I could probably just put some right there and just keep building it until the roof actually sits on and it has to wedge into the foam so that this part won't cave in, because that part will be braced against this, braced against that, and then braced against this. And maybe right here might be a flat spot, but at least 3 spots is better than just 2. Hey, so I just wanted to say you guys are the freaking best, because I just looked at the standings and we're in freaking first. I know it's not gonna focus. We're in first. Just trust me. We're in first. 450. I'm sorry, 420. Blaze it. I'm just kidding. I don't smoke. But 420 votes. First place. Second place is 205. We're literally double the competition. It's actually funny because second place is Calvin, which if you don't know, he's like a New Yorker. He's a YouTuber from New York, the state right above me, and he has like 92,000 subscribers or something, literally 3 times the amount as me. But thank you so much, guys. You guys rock, honestly. That's crazy. Just remember, every single day you can vote. Link's always in the caption. I'm going to keep reminding you. Thank you so much. So as you can see, everything is white, except the floor and the sound deadening. As you can see, when you paint sound deadening, it turns yellow, or at least if you're painting white. And I didn't get it off today because I didn't feel like buying a torch, because a torch is like $50, and I don't want to pay $50 for something I'm going to use once. So I might try to use like a heat gun or something tomorrow, and a chisel. I bought chisels for this, so I just need to get the sound deadening off, finish just spraying the floor, and then I can clear coat it tomorrow. That's really it, and then I could proceed to do the roof the next day or something like that. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here because I gotta move the roof and the glass and seals and stuff and clean up overall. And somebody wants to buy my headliner, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to package that and whatnot. But anyways, thank you so much for voting and getting me to number 1 in a day. Really appreciate it. Be sure to vote every single day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.